Hey everybody, come on in. Let's see if I can get us some music going. I don't know if it's gonna work. Yeah, listen there. It's time for a break.
All day I rush around.
I don't know if I'm gonna be.
I'm still on the ground. On the ground. I'll soon be fluttering if I can find my wings. Find my wings. Impatiently, I want to fly today, but I hear a gentle voice inside me say that slow and steady steps will be my pace. Slow and steady steps will win this race. It will take some time, but the victory will be mine. Slow and steady, I'm gonna learn to fly. I'm starting to believe I only race with me, only me. I can't give to someone else this journey for myself. It's for myself.
Good afternoon. The sun is pretty bright, but I needed some vitamin D. Yep, I got my tea and I got my iPad. Ooh, that's hot too. Yep, it's hot. I've been busy today. Busy today. I've made some more dough. Yeah, I'm gonna make hamburger buns out of this one. And got chicken in the crock pot, which is just about done. And I'm just rocking away the day in a Sunbeam on my front porch. Wow, this feels good. It's warm too. We've had a fire. We've had a fire in the fireplace, but yeah, I might need to lower the camera a little bit because I can't look up that high because the sun is in my eyes. So let me see if I can do this. Let's see how that is. Is that better? Let's see. There I am hiding. Yeah, that's a little better. I don't have to look up as high. I might bring it a little closer. See how that is. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out I can't figure out what's going on. Anyway, I'll pull it up bigger. That's a shadow right there of the house. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Anyway, that's a pathway down to our front field that Robert uses for the gator. And yeah, we can't see my pond. I had to put this rail up and I don't much like it, but hey, we're good. Sunbeams feel good. Woo! I haven't seen any comments yet. Let's see what the comments are saying. Hard. Yeah, sun is nice. I just got a text from my hairdresser about my appointment tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And I sent her a message and said, are you open? Because we're still in phase 1 shutdown. We hadn't gone into haven't gone into anything that looks like hairdressers are going to open up, even though Georgia has. And she said, no, we haven't. And I said, okay. She said, do you need me? And I said, well, yes, I need you. And I sent her a picture. And I haven't heard back from her, but we'll see. We shall see. I told her I could get by a little longer. If everybody else has got to wait, I can wait too. I can be patient. So, but they were being really safe. They were only letting one client in at a time. And they only have 2 or 3 hairdressers, so they were being really safe, and I was just really proud of them. So we'll see. I don't think I'm gonna get my hair done tomorrow, but I did wash my hair before the show, and tried to style it just a little bit. So I'm learning new things. I've never been good at fixing my hair, so it's been kind of interesting. So y'all be checking the fly shop in the next hour or so, because we're going to be introducing something quite unique for us. Yep, quite unique, and it's just about finished. They've been working hard on the pictures and things, but we have finally, with Leanne's help, procured some wonderful supplements, and it's the ones I take: magnesium and calcium and vitamin D, and just some wonderful CoQ10, and there's one other one. I don't know what it. Anyway, they're not up on the fly shop yet. I haven't actually have them in my hot little hands, but they're all things that I take, and they're under our Body Clutter brand, our Wise Women line, and I can't wait for you to see them. I just can't wait. So we are excited to be able to offer you some really great supplements that meet all of Leanne's specifications. She's real picky about these things, you know, and we're just as excited as we can be. And they should be up shortly. I mean, they really should be up shortly. I just called Justin before the show, and he said he put a link in here once it was done. But it hadn't happened yet, but it will before night, I'm pretty sure. They've been working real hard on things, and y'all been keeping us busy. I'm telling you, you've been keeping us really busy. And I am thankful. I am thankful for all that that you have blessed us with, and for being here for me, and for the people that are in the comments and chatting right now. Y'all are there for each other. We're just like one big happy family. We may not be able to be with our family in person right now, but we can be with our family virtually. And Fly Lady has always been one big happy family, and that's been it's just been a lovely thing to see grow. And we're probably close to 1 million people now. 1 million people following us. Here comes my kitty. This is Penrod. I don't know if you can see Penrod. Penrod, you want to get up here? No, Penrod's just going to rub on my legs. That's what he's going to do. But he's a good cat. He's a real good cat. He's a Flame Point Siamese cat. Let's see if I can get him. Come on. This is Penrod. This is Penrod. And he is a good kitty. Yeah, he is. He doesn't like to be held too much. He wants down now. Yeah, he wants down. Now I got white cat hair all over me. I have to get the rubber scrubber out. White cat hair. That's the issue of having a cat that's white. That's okay. He's a good cat. He thinks he's a dog. In fact, he raised Tulip. He raised Tulip. Tulip is his dog. And they sleep together in the same bed. I could show you a picture of them sleeping in the same bed. They like it. They're just buddies. There's my photos. Let's see if I can find a picture of them sleeping in the same bed. I got some good pictures here. Trying to find Penrod sleeping in the bed with the dog. Yep, I got one right here. I don't know if you can see it. I lost my show. There we go. Yeah. It's just pleasant out here. Don't hear much going on. Here's some birds. Taking a few minutes to listen to the birds and be calm. That's always a good thing. It's always a good thing. Not saying much because I'm enjoying the warmth of the sun. Probably should take my jacket off, but I forgot. Chippity, 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 chippity. Penrod's right over there. I can't see anything now. Wow, are y'all as relaxed as I am sitting in the Sunbeam? I think it might be time for a sip of tea. That's pleasant. That's just pleasant. I know I need to say something to you, but it's hard to talk when you're just feeling so relaxed and with your eyes closed. Should be looking at you, but it's hard to do when the sun is in your eyes the way it is. Anyway, we have been sitting out in the Sunbeam for 13 minutes and 20 seconds. That's kind of cool. Wow. Y'all are just watching me take in some sunbeams. That's kind of funny. I hope you're taking in your own sunbeams. Life is good. So what's for dinner at your house? Have you started cooking? I've got chicken in a crock pot. And I don't know that I'm going to make the stuffing mix because the croutons need to dry out a lot and they're just not doing that. So I'm going to put them in the oven overnight and let them dry out overnight. And I'll make my Pepperidge Farm stuffing mix and put it and bag it up. But I got to get all the moisture out of the bread. And this little Aussie girl that I've been following on YouTube, she has the most common sense way of cooking sourdough bread that I've ever seen. She doesn't get all caught up in the perfectionism of it. And she makes a loaf every couple of days, and she does a great job. And her name is Ellie, E-L-L-Y, and it's Ellie's Everyday something. But if you look up E-L-L-Y, every day, or just ELLY, you'll find her. She got little short hair, and she is really good at making sourdough, and she doesn't get caught up in feeding it this way or that way or the perfect way. She just does it for everyday cooking, and she makes some wonderful loaves of bread. I mean, beautiful loaves of bread. And she also makes soap, and she teaches you some shortcuts. She has some tips for sourdough baking, question and answers on sourdough baking that are the best I've ever, and I've listened to a lot of stuff on YouTube that is just, it makes you run away because it's too complicated. And hers is so simple. So simple. She only leaves about this much in a little 8-ounce mason jar, and she uses the rest to make the dough. And then she'll feed the starter as she sets the dough up to rest for a little while. And she just uses a little 8-ounce mason jar. And then if she doesn't want to make bread for a little while, she'll put it in the refrigerator and kind of get it dormant. And she doesn't have, it's warm. When she was making these dough recipes, she was in Australia, and it was warm down there. So she would take one of those ice blocks that we put in our bags to go to the grocery store to keep things cold. She would put a plate over her mixing bowl with the dough made up, and put an ice block on top of the plate, and that would it'd be like a little refrigerator to keep the dough not rising too fast. And I just thought that was brilliant. She's got a lot of common sense, and she's really good at explaining things. So give her a shout out. Tell her Fly Lady, give her some comments on some of her stuff, and tell her Fly Lady recommended her, because she is, and her house, her kitchen is beautiful, and she doesn't make a huge mess, which I really like that about her. Her kitchen is absolutely simple and beautiful because it's clean. Because she doesn't have a lot of stuff on her counters. Now she has the stuff she uses all the time, but it's kind of like Leanne's kitchen. It's just put together nicely, and everything she needs is right where it should be. And she just uses a lot of common sense, especially when it comes to making bread, because Leanne and I get overwhelmed quite easily. We can cook without a GPS all day long, but making bread it seems like it's a complicated process, and she has turned it into an art form that is simple to follow direction. So I really like this girl, and she likes to keep her hands clean. She likes to keep her tools clean, and that makes me happy. I don't know about y'all, but that's kind of fun. I can't even see the comments. There's so much sunshine out here. Well, y'all have a great day, and be checking the fly shop out in the next little bit. It should be up. We've got some wonderful, Leanne can post in here what vitamins, supplements we're going to be having, and we're just excited to offer you some stuff, because here lately it's been hard to get supplements online on Amazon. It's been taking weeks to get things. So I'm sitting here just rocking up a storm. You can't sit in a rocking chair without rocking, can you? My grandmother just used to rock all the time. I like thinking about Granny Deanie, yeah. She used to just rock. And when we were little, she would rock us in her lap and hold us, and she would take her fingernails, and I don't know if you can hear this or not, but she would click her fingernails together like this on our scalp. And it was the weirdest thing, but it was so comforting, because Patty does it with her grandchildren, and she just loved to do that, and we loved for her to do it. And it was just so comforting to sit and rock in Granny's lap. So I'm rocking in a chair thinking about my Granny. She was a good lady, and she taught me a lot. Yeah. She taught me a lot. One of the things she taught me was pretty is as pretty does. Isn't that special? Pretty is as pretty does. Because if you don't do nice things, you can't be pretty. You've got to be kind and loving to others and bless others with your abundance and take care of your family. Pretty is as pretty does. And when you're pretty inside, it shows on the outside. I love you, Granny Deanie. She's looking down on us. I think about her being in the nursing home, and she'd had a stroke, and she didn't really much know a whole lot. She couldn't talk, but it was a really sad time. But she was ready to go. She was almost 99 years old when she passed away. Yep. She lived a long life, and she worked hard every day of her life. She worked at a little sewing factory in Mayfield, Kentucky. And she taught me how to put up corn and how to do the laundry with a Wringer washing machine, how to break beans, cut up watermelon, and I never did like watermelon. She had a carport, and I remember sitting in Pawpaw's lap on his carport. He had a rocking chair too. And we would sit in his lap, and it'd come a thunderstorm, and he'd say, "Now you don't have to be afraid of the thunder." And he'd like thunderstorms, and he said, "You don't have to be afraid of the thunder, but the lightning, you have to respect the lightning, and don't get out in a storm, but stay underneath the shelter." And it was fun to sit on the carport in a storm and to watch the thunder, hear the thunder, and watch the lightning. It was comforting, sitting in his rocking chair with him. Anyway, y'all have a good, there's my frog. Did you hear my frog? My frog jumped in the pond. He just said, "Ribbit, ribbit." Oh. Well, y'all have a great time. I'm just reminiscing here. Go sit down in your Sunbeam and just reminisce a little bit. Thank the Lord for the people in your life. People that have made you who you are. All of them, good or bad, they made you who you are. You either not going to be like them, or they set a good example for you. And be thankful, because without the good people and the bad people, you wouldn't be who you were. So be thankful for all the people in your life who have showed you who they are and who you don't want to be like. Yep, they have framed us. So enjoy your Sunbeam. Thank you for all that you've done for me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you all. I'll see you later. See if I can turn this off. There goes one.